Hey, what's going on, people? This is Rolo C along with my man JT, and this is the Stem Cell Podcast. And we want to know you. I think Madea, she's had a Christmas. Madea went to jail, and now Madea is going to the grave. JT, love know what's going on, baby.
Okay. Well, it's official. Tyler Perry said, he's only getting older and he doesn't want to be actual Madea age while playing the actual role. So he said sometime during 2019 that he will retire the Madea character. Okay. Just to give you a few notes on this, he made the announcement on the Bevy Smith series exit show called Revelations. Um, with the play I Can Do Bad All By Myself. And since then, he took off. He's done numerous plays and movies over the past 2 decades. And basically, he said he'll go on a farewell tour, and he would do a Madea family funeral movie, and then he'll call it quits. I don't know. I'm gonna just be for real. I think when I first saw the Madea character, I thought it was pretty annoying because I'm like, why is this grown ass man playing a woman in the movie, a grandma at that? But it became a family thing because you had your people in the family. That's what they got attached to. They would watch it. So sometimes if you was visiting them, you would happen to see it. And it just started growing on people. Now, this right here is going to go get really deep onto the Tyler Perry situation. Now, for him being homeless and to becoming, living his dream and stuff like that, I can respect him in that manner. But what I don't respect out of the Madea character is where you remember back in the days where it was really tough to see people to really break the ice and say, I want to play an out of person. Like I'm saying, if you're a person, you have a certain character. It would be hard for you to play someone with completely out of your character on screen where you have people views from all over the world are watching you. And what it is now, because they done changed as far as gender, sexuality, and all this stuff like that. Now it got so bad to where they make you get used to this. So it would be, but back in the day, it used to be crazy when you'd be like, man, he dressing like a girl, right? But nowadays, it's almost like it's normal. Like, oh, it's regular. I see people cross dress all the time, or whatever like that. And that's when times have changed, and the end is coming because it is not cool. What Hollywood to me, what they do.
JT, you breaking up, bud. JT,
Okay.
You said Hollywood and what they do.
Okay. Right, and pretty much what Hollywood does is they take men and women who would actually correlate to their agenda, and what that is to pull people away from the Bible and God as possible. And it's sad to really say it that way, but it is true because like you say, just because the era that we came in, we were there not to wear anybody's other sex's clothing. We're not wearing Michael Kors bags. We're not going to wear dresses. We're not going to wear girdles and every other thing that these women wear. Jefferson, if you ever catch me in any Victoria's Secret store or anything like that, yeah, I'm going to be with, a woman. I'm not going to be with, my wife, whatever, but I'm not going to be with, by myself up in the shop like that. That's ridiculous. But besides, I just want to break that point. So when people feel like, these times have changed, I don't want to offend nobody, but I mean, this is really serious stuff, man. And you guys are pulling yourselves away from the vision that you need to be on because, like I said, when God comes, you want to be on that ship, and it's not looking good for a lot of you people. But shout out to Tyler Perry. Hopefully his career, staying intact after the Madea character, but that what really brings him on. And there's a lot of people who kind of backlashing over that decision. But hey, sometimes you gotta grow and move on to different things, man. So I respect that.
Definitely. Well, as for me, I felt like he should have killed the character years ago because it's really bad acting. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like a person who used to get into alternate characters who would make things very funny was Eddie Murphy. Obviously, Coming to America is the first thing that pops in your head, and even Arsenio Hall did a great job doing that as well. So I don't think he was acting well at all. I think he's a better actor when he's within himself and not wearing this gray ass wig and fake ass boobs and a big ass butt. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but I get it. I get why he's doing it. You know, I understand completely why he decided to keep the character. And you harped on it earlier about him being homeless. You know, living out of poverty. You know, and this was something that actually, you know, this character got him out of that situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, Madea is the reason why this man was able to catapult himself, no longer be in a situation where he's got to worry about his next meal or if he's going to have a roof over his head. So we emotionally get attached to things, especially if it's brought us a sense of joy, security, and just respect. You know what I'm saying? So I totally get it. But I think it's horrible acting because he can't act well with that, like that Gamertin and all that other shit that he be saying. He be saying some off the wall shit. But like I said, I don't think it's great acting at all. But I understand why he gravitates toward the character. The character got him out of the bad situation that he was in. The character put him on. You know what I'm saying? Plain and simple. And you know, he grew emotionally attached to that. And we could all understand that and we could all respect that. You know what I'm saying? So you have to really understand, like, we all grow out of, you know, our situations, whether it be good or bad. You know, but we try to hang on to the good as long as we can. You know what I mean? But it's very difficult to try to maintain it for as many years. But he went 19, 20 years strong with this character. She was born in 2000, you know, and he's been, you know, in the acting scene and doing plays since back 1992, you know. So it goes to show you that he was struggling, and once he was able to actually establish his Madea character, he was able to take off. So I want to commend him for his longevity. I want to commend him for his commitment. I want to commend him for his grind. And I also want to commend him for getting out of his situation and making himself, you know, an asset as opposed to being a liability. So that's what Madea was a representation for him. But I totally agree with you. You know, you definitely don't want to send mixed messages to like kids like, yeah, it's okay to dress up like a girl. You know? And don't get me wrong, you know, your sexual preference is your sexual preference. Whoever you screw doesn't give me any satisfaction. So I can care less. You know, I got plenty of cousins that are homos. You know, I ain't got nothing wrong with them. As long as they ain't trying to pinch my ass, we're okay. You know, but, you know, for the most part, you know, I have no issue with homosexuals whatsoever. But what this character did do was it actually brought to the light to where it's like, no, it's okay. It's acceptable to want to be different. You know what I'm saying? And it's okay to be different. And if you want to be different, then that's okay, and then that's on you. But at the same token, you know, my thing is I always keep an open mind with stuff. And obviously, you know, I have children of my own. So it's like I love you and accept you for however you come. But my thing is, you know, I guess I gotta let them go and hope for the best. You know what I mean? But at the same token, they can't be here to want to please me because dad is gonna pass away and they're gonna continue to live on. So I just want them to be happy at the end of the day. But my thing is that you have a lot of kids that don't have father figures in their lives and they seek some sort of role model. You know what I'm saying? And we can relate to that. You know what I'm saying? Like, RZA and, Genius, Wu-Tang Clan raised me. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's who raised me. You know? We gravitated toward that. You know what I mean? So it's like, you want to be careful with the perception that they're actually going to receive, especially if they come from a one parent household or they might be foster kids. You know what I mean? So you really just want to make sure that you do what you can as a parent to try to steer kids the right way. But I don't mean to get off topic or off subject, but this harped on what we were talking about, confusing people in reference to like cross dressing and things like that. But it's just a character. I understand why he held on to it so close, and I'm glad it's gone. Fucking lock her up, throw her in the fucking goddamn 6 feet under, man. Don't ever fucking hope that she never reincarnates. You know? But shout out to Tyler Perry. I have nothing but respect for that brother, man. He's done so much for his community. I don't like the fact that he bought Fort McPherson, because that was a place I used to take my wife to work. And, he bought that. Now it's Tyler Perry Studios. But hey, man, that just goes to show you, man, you don't grind, you don't shine. He's been grinding, so he's shining like hell. So much respect to him. Got anything else, buddy?
No, man, that's pretty much it, though. Just with people like he say, this is what he did as a character to build his career. Now you say, just like you said, like don't have him as an influence on what you want to choose in life. If you a man and woman, you want to treat your child, how to love and what they're supposed to love. Now, when you time for them to grow up and you let them go, now if they choose to go that route, then it's understandable. But it is all about the way you start your children from the jump and growing up. And
no doubt.
Shout out to
No doubt. Shout out to Tyler Perry, man. Well, man, it is another week in the books. Can you believe it'll be episode 11 next week? Golly. But you know what? We are closing out episode 10. So go right ahead, sir, and take us on out of here.
Yeah, as all the time, we'd like to thank you for tuning in with us, growing with us, going with us. And also, if you like what you see, please click on the subscribe button. Also, click on the bell for notifications. Look forward to doing episode 11 next Thursday. And with myself, JT, and my brother from another mother, Rolo C. We're going to sign out. Until then, we are out.
Out. Good night. Y'all have a good one.